Okay, we made first contact with the Bavir Free Warriors, a nomadic civilization. They occupy a number of large space stations in and around the Cameo system that house the bulk of their massive numbers in crowded and squalid conditions. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, they seem to have developed a strong martial culture. Life in the Cold Void has become a second nature to them, and they are very adept at space warfare. There is no Bavir central government to speak of. Instead, they are divided into several different factions that vie endlessly with another for resources and respect. Given their large population and shipbuilding capability of their stations, this constant infighting is the only thing keeping them from growing into a significant threat to galactic peace, which basically means when the Space Con comes along and unites them, we're kind of screwed. Unlike the civilized nations of the galaxy, we have no single master to lord over us, but I have been chosen to convey this message to you on behalf of all the houses. Do not try to impose your soft and effete ways upon us. You may freely send your alien ships into Bavir territory, but do not expect them to return. Our warriors will welcome the diversion, however. Transmit on this frequency only if you wish to offer tribute, or if you have need of mercenaries as well as the means to pay them. Okay, thanks guys.
The system has been surveyed.
Alright, so they control those three systems. Remember that whole thing where I said I didn't want advanced neighbors? I failed to see how this doesn't count as advanced neighbors. So...
Research actualized.
Okay, so and it actually looks like this is a dead-end chain as well. So the good thing about having them there is that they'll... Oh, we had research complete. Pop growth speed, farming, hydroponics bay. I'm gonna go gene mapping. The good thing about having them there is that if we do run into another empire, they, at least for a short time, will serve as a buffer. So,
actualized.
Blue laser. So, so they'll at least serve as a little bit of a shield. It looks, especially since it looks like back here doesn't have a route out of it. Well, maybe this way. There may be a route somewhere over here from this system, since we can't really see it, but it's looking like this whole cluster back here is all basically sectioned off. Which is both going to be good and bad. If it means we have basically our own, we can claim it in our own time. But if it's not, it means that our only route of expansion is out through here. So 451. Okay, so our fleet 220. Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Fleet's at 223. We need at least 293. Build another 4 Corp. I guess 3 Corvettes.
Outlier identified.
Wait till the next month. And build another one. Alright, so 4 more Corvettes. That should give us the fleet capacity we need. Where is our... So, probably should recruit an admiral.
A system has been surveyed.
I don't really like unyielding. Ship upkeep minus 10%. I think I'm going to go with field logistician.
Outlier identified.
Leave B for now.
Upscaling complete.
So survey there. You can go survey over here. I like new...
Upscaling complete.
Population start with extra population.
Market outlier identified.
Maybe for now. So home fleet's at 380. We'll build another 2 Corvettes just to be safe.
Future market survey complete.
So we'll go in with 12 Corvettes. That should be more than enough. But we need about another 30 alloy.
Upscaling complete.
Let's see. So wow, that is a lot of planets. Okay, so we do actually have another empire back here. They own that system. Looks like somebody's homeworld. Okay, so construction ship go, build starbase here.
Potential market survey completed.
Okay, so just go idle in that system.
Market outlier identified.
No, I don't want to double. By chance, our patrols recently undiscovered a hidden deep space resource cache in the Barnard Star system. Co-star border with the Beer Free Warriors. Massive cargo containers of the cache contain spoils from several Bavir raids that must have been launched centuries ago. At some point, this cache was forgotten, or perhaps its owners were killed in another raid or feud. And I guess the contents now belong to us. That ought to make them happy. And look at that system. A size 15 tropical world, size 17 ocean world, size 25 desert world, size 12 alpine world, size 14 savanna world, and a size 14 tomb world. Wow. I think we can only colonize the tropical world at the moment. But that's... and that would only be 60%. Alright, so one more month. And should be able to build our last Corvette. We do have an empire over here, though. Strategic resource discovered, exotic gases. And it looks like there is some expansion down here. Looks like there's 2 warp lines that go to those 2 systems. Go and build our last Corvette. And then actually, okay, can't queue up a construction ship yet.
Upscaling complete.
Actually, so I'm going to go and move all of my idle
Future market survey complete.
ships over to Sirius. Okay, so... okay, habitable world survey is complete. Alright, so Home Fleet is now up to 12 Corvettes. We are going to send it over here to the Gobuth system. Faction founded the Council of Scientific Scholars. Communications established with the Nests. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Okay, so they're a collective consciousness. We are the Nests, and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We will observe for now. Our future actions will depend on whether you are a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. We wish nothing but to be friends. So they control back there. They haven't closed their borders to us though, so
Outlier identified.
go and research it. So what are we compared to them? So we're equivalent. Their fleet power is superior compared to ours. Okay, so and we're one jump away. Give them orders to attack the cultist fleet. Oh, we can't attack until we're
Upscaling complete.
enter the system. Toad asteroid. Trying to expand down this way as quickly as I can now. Alright, so let's slow down combat. We should win this. We've already taken out 2 of their Corvettes. So far, no losses for us. Oh, there's our first loss. But they're down to just their battleship, which isn't gonna last long. Faction founded, the Xeno Rights Forum. And the cultist battleship has been destroyed. Go ahead and have home fleet repair. And now that that's done, we can have my survey ships now begin to survey beyond it.
Market outlier identified.
And I'm actually going to move a 3rd survey ship over here as well. In fact, I think for right now, I'm going to actually move all of my survey efforts into this direction. No point in really exploring beyond these guys for the moment. I do want to queue up another construction ship, though. And queue up 1 more Corvette to replace our loss. And then we'll start saving alloy for our first colony ship. And I think our first colony is going to be down here on Sirius. Alright, so pop growth. I'll take more society research. Ground defense planning. Yeah, I'll go take that. Yeah, continue building or move here. I'm gonna need more alloy production. That's gonna be a bottleneck. Actually, though, that sounds like a good time to take advantage of the new market. Incoming transmission from the nests. As we begin to explore the stars, we've encountered civilizations such as your own, which are not based on a hive mind. The concept of intelligence in individual life forms is novel to us and disproves many beliefs we have previously held to be true. We are puzzled as to how these circumstances came about and wish to investigate. We would therefore like to request that you send us some specimens of your species for us to examine. We promise that no damage to them will be incurred. In return, we will offer you both our favor and a sample of non-vital UNU drones upon which you may carry out your own experiments. Of course, we'll see whether there are any volunteers. We can send you some of our criminals. We have no need of them. We can send you some deceased samples. We cannot help you. Well, we're gonna send them something. The nest of... I say we send them criminals? No, I say we ask for volunteers. Alright, so new construction ship is up, and
Upscaling complete.
ready volunteers. A number of volunteers have come forward to act as test subjects for the UNU, motivated by a combination of curiosity, adventurousness, and in some cases, desperation. They are willing to leave their current lives behind and live in the hive. Excellent news! Go and merge our two fleets together. Alright, so why is home fleet still damaged and why isn't it repairing? Oh, it's just queued up to repair. The research can begin. The drones from the nest have arrived. So far, they have proven unresponsive to our scientists. It appears that separating them from the rest of the hive has essentially severed the force that was giving them life. Unable to think as independent individuals, they now lack direction and are almost entirely dependent on our caretakers to be kept alive. Our scientists may have to act quickly if they are to find out much about them. Let us begin our study. Hopefully these guys don't want their test subjects back and aren't going to hold me accountable for not getting them back. As for our construction ship here, build mining stations. Go and build another station there. Alright, so home fleet is now repaired. No. Alright, just making sure all my science ships are going to do what I want them to be doing.
A system has been surveyed.
No planet I can really colonize there except for the tropical world, but even that's only 60% habitable for me right now. So I'll go ahead and wait on that for right now.
Upscaling complete.
Just out of curiosity, what are these guys? What's their opinion of me? They're plus 32 opinion of me. Provided specimens, they like me because of that, and the new contact bonus will decay over. Will actually get better. But they like me because we have xenophile diplomacy, so the only bad thing about having... So it looks like these guys shouldn't be too much of a threat. the Thulian civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of primitive alien civilization on the Kakrosir 3. They are presently in what could be considered a late medieval age with firm grasp on metallurgy and feudal society. The printing press is accelerating the spread of knowledge. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. I love studying aliens more closely because I usually end up going basically full on like aliens from XCOM and like abducting. So move to here. I'm trying to get up to claim Deans. New research. Go Corvette patterns. Even though we can't colonize anything there now in the long run, that would be a really nice system to have. Especially once we unlock the ability to do like desert worlds. Or we can terraform. When we can terraform that system, that's going to be great. It's going to be expensive, but it'd be really nice to have. I'm actually kind of surprised this system doesn't have... These two systems don't have any... Oh, this one I guess has exotic gases in it. But I thought they changed it where you weren't really... Bavir shuttle? A small Bavir shuttle recently crossed into our space, into the Barnard star system, pursued by raiders from the Bavir Free Warriors. We are not certain why they are being chased by their own people, but the raiders withdrew when they were challenged by our border security. The heavily damaged shuttle was recovered, revealing the crew to be perished shortly after it entered Barnard Star. Its cargo hold was filled to the brim with stolen credit chips. We'd like to hire... We know a good raid targets. You have no rivals. Oh.
Outlier identified.
Go and research it. And actually, while we're waiting, go and build mining stations here. New tradition. Pop growth speed increased by 10%. Administrative. How are we on our administrative cap? We're at 33. You know, I'm going to go take that. That'll give us a cap of 70. Let's see. We bow to no alien. I'd like to hire a leader. Alright, so how's Sol doing? So Sol's findings on the hive drones. Our scientists have analyzed the UNU drones as best they could before the condition of the drones declined to such a state that they were pronounced dead. It appears that there was some sort of psionic link that binds the individual drone to the hive and allows the hive to control it. However, as the link was inactive, our scientists found it difficult to study it and found out more about what happens in its absence. Although they do not believe that the UNU drones are inherently incapable of independent thought, nothing in their neural structure would seem to preclude it. Despite strong inhibitions which are placed to prevent it, it appears that the specimens provided are simply not developed enough to support it. If anything, they resemble pre-sapient life forms, but without survival instinct to speak of. Our scientists believe that in time, we might come to be able to have the ability to create and remove the psionic link that binds the UNU, effectively allowing us to create independent individual UNU. However, that day lies in the distant future. In the meantime, our understanding of the fundamentals of biology and alien genetics has been advanced. 250 society research. Precious moon. Oh, okay, that's always good. As for Earth here, so we're about to grow another pop. We have 4 districts. I think I'm going to. I was curious as it was going to say how many jobs I actually have available. I guess it actually doesn't say how many jobs are available. That's weird. Strategic resource, volatile motes has been discovered.
Upscaling complete.
Soul shipyard. So go ahead and build our first colony ship. And now that we got that built, go build mining station Barnard Star. Now that that's built, we can actually start using Alloy again for expansion, because I won't be colonizing Alpha Centauri for a while. Alright, so how's volunteers detained? The Nets have refused to return our volunteer subjects we had sent them, despite the agreed date for their return having passed. They claim that they need more time to complete their research, and as this is a matter of vital security to the organism, they do not feel bound by our previous agreement. That is outrageous. They probably hate me now. No, they don't, actually. Did I just, like, send all my science shit?
Research actualized.
Blue lasers are... energy credit from technicians is plus 10%. Automatic exploration. Capacity over... I think the energy grid is a lot less desirable now than it used to be. It used to be that whenever, you definitely still can specialize planets, but it used to be that any planet that you basically had a significant number of power stations on, you basically built an energy grid. But I think it's a lot less critical now. I'll go with the automated exploration, even though I probably won't use automated exploration for right now. Go and move there. Oh, unpause. Well, the good thing is that if we can claim whatever happens,
Has been surveyed.
if we do get into a war with these guys, their home system is basically the first system we're going to run into. And it looks like they only have 2 planets. Yeah, they only have 2 Empire colonies. Oh, science ship is inactive. Tundra, size 22, and a size 15 Alpine world. I'll go... Okay, I need to get my survey efforts. So there's one. You're going there. You need to go here. You're going there. You go here. You go here. Okay, I think that'll get my science ships all organized now. They're probably not, but